make sense if you force it to.
My name is General Zod.
Welcome. I'm the motherfucking Batman, David John Lincoln, aka the Savage Bat. Welcome everyone in the chat. And Zod Writer, how you doing, mate?
How's it going, man?
Yeah.
Wow, what a day, huh?
Yeah, Jesus, I am absolutely shattered. Been going all bloody day. Let's see who's in the chat. What's up, Socks? Lucas Ironside, how you doing, mate? Yeah, that's me. Just be a minute. Groovy. Savage Bat, my streaming hero. Savage Bat is my streaming hero. This man has been streaming all day. It's currently midnight in London. Smash that like. Amsterdam. Subscribe now. Yeah, it's it. I've been actually streaming, I think, for nearly 10 hours straight now on several different channels. So, yeah.
Why don't you run down all the streams you've been on today?
I was on the Strong Arm Flicks for a little while, and then I had to pop out early to go and do the Andor stream on the Bat channel with Super Bro Corey, Orkin Beans, and Trey. And then I went straight onto your stream. And then I had a 20-minute break, and I'm here now. So, yeah, it's ridiculous. That's hence the sunglasses that I was saying earlier. My eyes are burning from looking at the screen and the lights, you know. But, oh well, never mind. I'll live, as they say. Yeah, yo, the Batman, how you doing? Yeah, on with the show. This is it. That's right. What I found the Bat and the Kryptonian. That's right, motherfuckers. Retro Nerd Girl in the place. Hey. Let's catch up with this. What up? Since Ski is on the screen tonight, Obi-Wan gave up. I stand Anakin Skywalker.
Oh,
the
no.
Sith are the good guys. Yeah. Yeah, same Super Bro. Retro, she is the greatest. We love that positivity.
Yeah, Retro is wonderful. Her positivity is infectious.
It is.
And she's always always open with all her great opinions. It's so fantastic.
Yeah, it rubs off on everyone, that positivity.
And, you know what review I am most
Chris.
looking forward to for Retro Nerd Girl? When she reviews The Little Mermaid coming up in May. I can't wait to see what she says about that movie.
Yo, is that Chris Brown? Is that Chris Brown Facebook? Chris Brown that I know that does the great reviews?
No, that's the music star Chris Brown.
Yeah. Now I've got a good friend that does great reviews on superhero, all kind of movies, superhero stuff. That might be him. He's a super cool dude. Yeah. How you doing, Taladaya? We've been, sort of crossing over a bit today. Yeah.
Not only that, you got the crossover stream tomorrow, which is going to be probably going to be good too, because it's going to kind of be a recap and a wrap up of all this great stuff.
Yeah, Chris Brown, that is me, bro. Yeah.
Ah, there you go.
Chris Brown is the man. I've known. He's like myself, a veteran of the Snyder movement. He was lucky enough to meet Zach and get him to sign all his copies. He posted his pictures, signed all his copies of his movies. That was great. So jealous, Chris. I was happy for you, mate. That was amazing. But check Chris Brown out for his amazing in-depth reviews. Always on point, and again, always positive. This is what it's all about. You know, HR4, positivity. HR4, how you doing, mate? Hey, everyone's in the place. And I think we've got Skiiwalker coming in at some point. He's been very busy today himself, so I'm sure he'll be turning up soon. And while we've got a little minute, I might as well.
I know what you're gonna do.
Let's play the clip. So amazing, and I'll play that again a little bit later on in the show.
I love the fact that he had to post. He has to put admin 1. I love how there's so much division that even like admins of these sites have to specify who they are. They can't just be, they can't just represent that particular site.
Yeah. So and someone was saying that. I don't know how true it is, but possibly kicked one of the admins. Maybe
admin 2 got kicked out.
Really? Oh, wow.
I don't know if that's true.
I don't know if it's true, but that's
the rumor. I mean, okay.
Yeah. Kind of not unexpected, but if it's true, after all that's been happening recently. So yeah, people, the new clip of the Eye cut that sort of got accidentally released, and
accidentally,
probably, probably not. It was already floating around on the internet. So I just chose to play it anyway, not just today on Facebook and Twitter, because why not? It's there. That's the price of leaking stuff. You can't shut it down once the machines roll in.
Yeah, once it's out. I think
out.
It's pretty stupid for people to be like, "Oh, you got to take it down. You got to take it down."
Yeah,
this is the internet. Once it's out there, it's out there. It doesn't matter.
And I wasn't the first person to post it either. I spoke to Cut Ire about this because quite good friends with him. We've had a good relationship on in the movement. He's a good guy, and there was a bit of beef going on there about the whole thing, but it would fuck the negativity stuff off. That's a great clip from the Eye cut there of the Arkham prison break from the Joker. The Joker bashing someone's head in with a baseball bat at the end there, which looked pretty goddamn brutal. Retro Nerd Girl released the Eye cut. Well, that reminds me, if you're watching on PC and you got your phone, remember to get on Twitter and hashtag.
Use the hashtag.
Release the Eye cut.
Even if you only do it one time, just do it.
Just get on there and do it now, because it's nearly 200,000, and you've got to be in it to win it. This is the same as what happened with Release the Snyder Cut hashtag and Restore the Snyderverse. It's because everyone made the effort and actually done it. So don't make excuses. If you haven't got a Twitter, make an account. Get on there. Today's the day. This is the big one. So yeah, it's got to be good.
Have we gotten word that any stars involved with the movie, like Jared Leto or Will Smith or any of them, have actually tweeted out, released the Ayer cut?
No, I think the only person who's kind of connected was Wayne T. Carr. I think, Greek John Stewart, Green Lantern. As far as I know, is the only person, but he was not obviously in that. But that's great support there from Wayne T. Carr, and we're
absolutely
praying to that he gets that role as full time as John Stewart, because that would be, he was picked for a reason by Zack Snyder, and as we know from, again, Sil Abdul and Michael Sutton.
God, bro, I'm just trying to. I'm acclimating to the shades, bro. Every time I look at you, I'm like, I just keep thinking of I wear my
sunglasses at night, so I can
Oh,
stop
man.
spitting visions in my eyes.
That's it. That's what I'm thinking of right now, dude. And then you got the purple illumination, and yeah, bro.
Yeah. And do you know what? That is actually one of my all-time favourites. I like both versions. I like the Corey Hart version, but I also like that weird one that came out, the club version, years later, with I can't remember who done it now. I can't remember the name of it, but that was a great remix. Release the eye cut. No more sabotaging to director's visions. The old Warner is gone. Yeah. I mean, come on. Surely they learnt their lesson by now of messing with these movies is not a good idea. It doesn't work out well for them. You know, and it makes the studios look silly as well. Because when the nice, proper version gets released, it's, it's obviously going to be better most of the time. As we've seen from the Snyder Cut. Is far superior.
Well, like just in general, ultimately, in most cases, director's cuts are better.
Yeah.
In most cases, there are some exceptions, but for the most part, if you got the director's cut, you've got the superior version, or you've at least got what the director intended when they made the movie.
Which is surely the one you want to be watching, you know? You trust in a director, he's the artist.
Probably. In most cases, like I said, there are some exceptions to the rule, like George Lucas's Star Wars. But
yeah.
But you know, it just depends. I mean, it's
yeah, haha, the sunglasses, the motherfucking pimp. Yeah.
There you go.
Brush your shoulders off. But yeah, I mean, today, you know, the buzz around the release of the eye cut on Facebook and Twitter has been great. You know, the buzz in the fandom, everyone's, like you were saying on your stream there, Zod, everyone's smiling, everyone's happy, everyone's coming together, being united, and this is what we like to see.
You know, it's time to move on past all the bickering and all the BS.
Definitely.
And again, just embrace and be happy for what we're getting as fans. This is essentially, I mean, I almost hesitate to use the word savage, but it's almost like a rebirth of a sense in terms of the way things are moving now. Like you're seeing a totally different direction from where things were with the old regime.
100%.
And that's great.
It is.
It's beautiful.
It is beautiful, and it's amazing. And you know, and days like this is what we got to keep up. This kind of this unity and positivity, and just excitement, really, because that's what this is all about. We've got to, get hyped about these movies, and when they get released, enjoy them. Dissect them and talk about them, celebrate them. It was never about bickering and
it's one of the it's one of the things that we've kind of it's one of those minor details that we've kind of missed over the past few years, because it's all just been bickering and vitriol. So really, yeah.
And well, aside from the Snyder Cut, all the movies have been pretty shit as well. So, people have kind of got reasons to be upset, really. But those days are over now. It's time to move on. The old regime is gone. And here we go, back down. What are you more excited about seeing, the eye cut or the live action Little Mermaid?
It's Little Mermaid.
Little Mermaid.
I mean, I gotta be honest, especially because of all the controversy, surrounding it, and all the, it to me, that's going to be historical. I can't wait to be in the theater when that thing comes out, but I won't be seeing it in the theater by myself.
No, neither will I. I'm going to be going. I'm going to be going with someone else because that'd be a bit weird, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I'm going to go
yeah.
with someone else of the female persuasion, so that way.
I may even take my mum. You never know.
Oh, there you go.
If I can't get a date by then, but I'm sure I can sort something out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, hey. I'm gonna buy a t-shirt too. I'm gonna go all out. I can't wait.
Definitely, Little Mermaid.
I know there was that one Air Cut t-shirt that came out that was released on AFSP, but I mean they haven't. It'll be nice when they officially release like an Air Cut t-shirt, like a retail Air Cut t-shirt, like all the Snyder Cut ones that exist with Darkseid and all the heroes and stuff,
Yeah, definitely. I mainly my whole wardrobe now nearly is just AFSP stuff, and it's impossible to find anything because everything's black apart from the dark.
Right. You just wear and ordinarily you wear the Snyder Nights whenever you go live. So that's so thankfully you got a couple of those.
Yeah, I have. Yeah. I bought a few, just for the history books and all that kind of thing, and to add to the cause, obviously. But yeah, it's been an amazing day. I don't know is anyone got on Twitter now? Check what we're at. Has it hit 200,000 yet? Let's see how that's going, and might as well. I think Skiiwalker will be here eventually. He said he'd just be a little bit behind. I'll just double check. Yeah. And so is anyone out there on Twitter? Let me know what the total is so far. Have we reached 200,000 yet? That's what we want to know. And keep that shit going. And yeah. Anyone in the chat check Twitter for us? I think we might as well show the clip again. And the goat going meh. That's fucking funny.
Yeah,
maybe that was
never get tired of hearing that.
Yeah, maybe that's a reference to Zack Snyder. The goat. Maybe that's like a little Easter egg.
Could be.
Zack Snyder is the goat. Perhaps that goat is Zack Snyder dressed up.
Perhaps
you never know. Perhaps that's what it is. That's the Easter egg. Get your tinfoil hats on. Oh, here we go. Back down 191k. Right, brilliant. So yeah, people, get on Twitter and hashtag.
Well, I mean, is that the goal ultimately? 250,000.
I don't know. They mentioned something about 250k earlier. I'm not sure if that had something to do with the release of that clip. Maybe, I don't know. The lack of communication between accounts has been a bit silly. That's why people have been arguing and stuff. If we come together.
Oh, yeah.
If we kind of knew what was going on.
Well, when you got admin 1 and admin 2 at each other's throats, that's kind of the problem.
Yeah, and the lack of communication. The reason things work very well in our corner of the land is we all work together and make sure we get the timing right and stuff, because it's obviously very important. And so what we've had is they said that in one of their earlier posts at RT Snyder Cut account that unfortunately there is no Steppenwolf, but there's some unfinished CGI that needs doing. Perhaps that unfinished CGI, which it's not in the
could be Steppenwolf.
Could be Steppenwolf added in, and obviously there's a lot of other clearing up that needs doing, some background special effects and stuff, but we don't know yet. If they put
it actually would be extremely nice if we got Steppenwolf in the air cut.
It would, because it really would make the connected tissue there. That would just be great. I wouldn't be disappointed if it don't. I'm just saying it would be great if they inserted Steppenwolf in there, because then you've got a pretty much direct movie leading up to the Snyder Cut. Another part of the puzzle filled in. That would be great. And obviously the parademons thing. What's the situation with the parademons? Is there going to be... Are they going to actually replace those bubblehead things totally? Or are they just going to be at the end? I'm not quite sure.
Wouldn't it be great if they were parademons? I mean,
if they just completely got rid of the bubblehead things and they were all parademons. That could be something. I don't know. Yeah, Lucas Ironside in the place. I need more Batfleck in the eye cut. Well, when I done my interview with Richard Centrone, he said they did film more scenes, so that's confirmed. Whether they're going to be in it or not is a different story. But one of the accounts, I think it was RT Snyder Cut, said there is more Batfleck, so perhaps those are those scenes that Richard Centrone mentioned. So you can never have enough Batfleck. Come on. He is the again, the GOAT, It's the greatest of all time. And I'm hearing there was a lot more of Scott Eastwood's character in the Eye Cut. So, because he was sort of advertised when they released the movie as being kind of one of the main characters, and then wasn't really in it a lot. So we're getting to see a little bit. Yeah, I remember, and everyone thought that Scott Eastwood was Nightwing. Yeah, do you remember that?
That actually would have been pretty appropriate, to be honest.
Yeah, it would have been. I kind of like that theory. And Igor in place, release the Eye Cut, restore the Snyderverse. Yes, mate. And and Igor's, like you said, get out the chat, go and hit that like button. It all helps with the algorithm for the Bat and Kryptonian show. You know this shit, man. Thank you very much. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. Not far off 400 subscribers now, so that'd be cool if we could get some more subscribers today. If you haven't already, any support would be appreciated. And so aside from the Eye Cut, we've had just, apart from the little gut punch with the James Gunn news, which we've all come to accept. It's just been all positive news. Henry Cavill confirming he's back as Superman. Then Zack Snyder coming in on that interview and saying can't wait to work with you again. We've talked about this before, but what more kind of confirmation do you want than that? That sounds pretty goddamn solid to me, because if you've been in this fandom a long time, Zack never says anything, by accident. There's always something to it with him. That's how he markets his stuff, So that's
exactly.
Again, it's we might as well play that again. Well, while we're in the clip mode, we might as well just get the old little.
You've said some very nice things about, of course, Zack Snyder, who's meant so much to your career. He obviously remains an ardent fan of yours.
Yep.
Little surprise for you, Henry. I reached out to Zach, and he sent something in.
Uh-oh.
Let's look at a message from Zack Snyder for Henry Cavill.
Yeah. Wow.
Henry, I have a question. When we first did Man of Steel, and we were doing the flying shots for the first time, and we put you in the belly pan or on the wires, I can't remember which we did first. Did it feel odd to be, just there in front of green screen, doing your flying, shots, with us just touching the camera, and you having to act like you're flying, but before you had ever seen what it might look like or what it might feel like? How was that? Was that odd, and did you expect it to turn out the way it did? So that's my question. I can't wait to work with you in the future, and you are, of course, the greatest Superman ever.
He's a lovely man. He's a lovely man, and I'm enormously appreciative of everything he's done for me, especially by casting me in Man of Steel. Those are formative memories of mine, career-wise. It was when everything changed, and I remember them fondly. Yeah. I remember fondly hanging above fields. It was Illinois, and just outside of Plano. Amazing memories and a lot to be thankful for. So, Zach, if you're watching on one of these many cameras, thank you. Thank you, my friend.
There you go. You can't get more positive than that.
No, not really.
It says no. Hunter Riggy. Hey, how you doing, mate? The Savage Bat. What's up, guys? I missed one here, sorry. Let's get Savage to 400. Yeah, got to get to that 1,000 eventually, but slowly, catchy monkey, we'll get there eventually. Nightmare Robin, what's good, everyone? Savage Bat and Zod Writer, always a pleasure. Yes, mate, you're the man. What's up, Super Corey? Greatest Superman ever. Yeah, well, 100%. It just goes without saying, really. Snyder Cut is now available to buy on Amazon Prime now. I think that's a bit telling of Restore the Snyderverse. Well, I've had the Snyder Cut on Amazon Prime since it was released. To support the cause, I just downloaded it. So it's been on there for a while. Perhaps that's in America, maybe. But it was always on. It was always available to buy. I don't know what the situation is with that, but yeah, I've already got that. 2 for 2 back down. Oh my god, I did see it twice today. I timed out Nightmare Robin by leaving my YouTube app on. Sorry. Oh, bloody hell! That's the second time back down. You need to sort it out. Sorry about that, Nightmare Robin. It's back down, mucking around, walking around with his phone in his hand, pressing buttons and all sorts. And here's the man himself, VIPs only on the Bat and the Kryptonian show. It's my man, Skiiwalker Tha Jedi.
There he is. Yes. Jedi Mafia.
What's going on, gentlemen? I'm so glad to be over here with the Bat and the Kryptonian. What's going on, peoples? Especially on this special day, right?
Yeah, it's great to have you, mate. And like we were saying earlier, the community's coming together. Everyone's happy. Everyone's smiling. It's great days. These are the days. As Darth Vader says, this day will be long remembered. This will be a day long remembered.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
This will be a day long remembered.
That's right. And it's always the case with these things. The Savage Bat. Did you guys know that Henry Cavill and Tim Daly are close friends? No, I didn't.
Someone had said that before, but yeah, that's good stuff. Superman and Superman.
Yeah, that's really cool. And Tim Daly was a great
Ironside.
Yeah. How's it going? Back down. What the hell? Most Windows Count Dooku was right. Yeah.
I haven't watched Tales.
Oh God, you're gonna love it, Sky. Oh, it's fantastic.
What's going on, Super Bro? Much love and appreciation to all you guys.
Yeah. Oh, honestly, you've got to.
Everybody's favorite Hamsmith, 100%, bro.
Hey,
Gotta get
Corey.
Tales of the Jedi is 10 out of 10, man. It really is.
Dope.
Yeah.
Dope.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
really,
check it out. Man, so what's going on? Like, how's everybody feeling with all this news? You know what I'm saying? Like, is everybody in a good mood? Y'all chilling? Y'all more reserved? Are y'all pooped out? What's going on?
I don't think anybody should be, upset at all. Things have been going well. I mean, it just feels good, and it feels like Mikey Sutton, like what he said earlier in my stream. He said eminent, and I just feel like that's where we are. That's fantastic.
Yeah, that's
Much
right.
love to Retro Nerd Girl.
Yeah.
I'll always have the utmost respect and admiration for you and what you do. So much love. Much love.
Same. She is absolutely amazing.
Absolutely.
Flowing with positivity. We love that.
What's going on? What's going on?
HR4 edits his great stuff. Hey, much love, Zod.
Yeah. Man, I'm loving everything that's going on, yo. I'm loving all this great news, yo. It's like, man, Sale and Mikey, yo. I wonder what it's like to have all those W's that's been racking up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm feeling great.
They're being suffocated by W's.
Right? Suffering from success is what I call it. You know what I'm saying? It's suffering from success, right?
You got like the W minigun.
SFS.
Right.
Yeah, it's absolutely amazing. I'm so happy for Sil Abdul and Mikey Sutton with all this because, the crap.
I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
Yeah, the crap they've been through leading up to this, with people saying, they're not, telling the truth and things like that. And it's all turned out to flip round on the haters. They're absolutely killing it, storming the internet with these scoops that just continually keep coming true. And hey, there we go.
Savage Bat wasn't gonna be styling on me, you know what I'm saying? He over here with the shades on. I'm like, hey, I go put me some shades on too.
Yeah, yeah, my eyes fucking burning with fucking from streaming 10 hours straight.
I was sleeping. I was out like a light during T Flame's stream this morning. I wanted to be a part of that one, but I was knocked out, bros.
They started at like 6 a.m. Pacific time.
It's not early.
And I was up, but I was like up and I was moving around and I was doing stuff, and so I had to like kind of hop on late. But it's been all day. This trending day, this has definitely been an all day thing.
Yeah, it has. I got the message saying
it just goes to show how much people it just goes to show how much we all care about the air cut. It just goes to show how much it's like the excitement behind the air cut is just as strong as the excitement was behind the Snyder cut at this point. I didn't believe that initially, but I feel that way now. Just seeing the positivity and the amount of trending and things going on,
Well, look, it's a whole lot of crossover there, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they've always been like the sister fandom or cousin fandom or whatever, right? Where we've kind of been joined at the hip this whole time. And it hasn't been like totally separate from release the Snyder Cut and restore the Snyderverse, but it's always kind of been its own thing at the end of the day. And so now that the Snyder Cut is actually out and the air cut is actually getting to have its time in the sun, like where there's nothing else to be really discussing right now in terms of like releasing some sort of old project like that, right? So I am loving that this movie is getting all the attention that it deserves, and I also think that there's going to be some kind of announcement coming pretty soon coming from this. So very exciting times, and I think it's great to be a air cut fan right now.
Definitely, and and it's been a long process because back in the day when the Snyder Cut was released, I was kind of expecting the Ayer cut to come straight afterwards. It makes
right afterwards.
But that's
Right.
how they were building it too. A lot of these sites were reporting and were making it seem like, the air cut was next in line, and it's just surprising. Well, not really surprising when you talk about the old regime to where we are now. Finally, like where it looks like we're standing just right before the finish line at this point.
Yeah, well, that was Anne Sarnoff. She come out with that comment, didn't she, saying we're not interested.
Like Mikey said, post-Sarnoff, post-traumatic Sarnoff syndrome or something like that.
Yeah, that's it, post-traumatic Sarnoff syndrome. Yeah, so many accounts have turned on Silla Mikey despite their W's. Yeah, but at the end of the day, they're just making themselves look like idiots now because, you could not deny these W's. It doesn't matter how you try and wing it or reword it, they are W's over and over again. I mean, Mikey's original Henry Cavill scoop was like nearly 2 years old, something like that. So, that is huge. And, other scoopers on the internet, I should imagine are shitting their pants. Mikey's W's in the lowest quantities get dangerously pointy. Betas getting cut up on all of Mikey's W's. Yeah, they are. They can't be adults about it and go, congratulations, well done, you was right once again. There's always got to be some bullshit coming with it. And it's like, oh, get a life, grow up. And I mean, some of these people, their whole channel is just bashing Sil and Mikey. I mean, how pathetic is that? Can't you come up with invent some of your own content?
It always amazes me how it seems like other content creators feel like the only way they can get ahead is to attack content creators they disagree with. And I'll never understand that. To me, I always feel like it's just like, if you disagree with me, that's fine, but nobody cares about that but you. So doing streams about it is ridiculous. But
definitely. Back then, there is no Restore the Snyderverse without Release the Ayer cut. I agree. Release the Ayer cut has always been part of Restore the Snyderverse.
I always thought we should say Release the Ayer cut, but shouldn't we at some point say Restore the Ayer cut as well? Because the theatrical cut was also directed by David Ayer, but it just was.
But we had to
tinkered.
release it. We had to release it first. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So once it was released, But after this, I'm not because that movie's probably gonna get a sequel, man. Like,
probably.
Why wouldn't it? You know what I'm saying? Like, so, I don't know, man. Like, I'm not.
Hunter Iggy, Savage Back, guys. Have you heard Disney and Marvel Studio are going to race swap the X-Men in the MCU? That doesn't surprise me. I'm not really bothered about that. I always, do you know what? Because the original comics were based on Martin Luther King and Malcolm X, I always thought that Denzel Washington would make a great Magneto.
Yeah, I've heard that was. I saw somewhere that was a direction they were thinking of going in. I kind of wish that they would, though.
Denzel Washington would kill it as Magneto.
Yeah.
So I don't.
Am I the only one that does not want Denzel playing Magneto?
Who do you want as Magneto?
Not Denzel, man. Like, bro, come on, man. Come on, yo.
Yeah. There's something very wrong with this conversation.
No, you know what? No, not
You're
for
supposed to
nothing.
be on Team Denzel. Come on,
Not for
Skywalker.
nothing.
I love Denzel. I'm gonna go watch Equalizer 3. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love Denzel. This is no.
Oh, talking of Equalizer 3, did you see about that cocaine bust? The caterers.
I did.
They all got busted with cocaine. Yeah.
Crazy.
So
Not surprising.
yeah. Be careful what you're eating if you're filming on.
Gatorade.
There could be some.
It was going up.
Yeah.
It was going up. They was doing some partying on that set.
If WBD is saying what they are listening to the fans we spoke today, they are listening. The ball is in their court to follow through. Yes, Retro Nerd Girl. That's right. If we're asking for it, you're saying we're listening to the fans. So take action, speak louder than words. Do it. Just release the eye cut and restore the Snyderverse and make the Batfleck movie while you're at it.
Yeah. Look, man, look.
Yeah.
Batfleck movie, we need all of it. And I think that we're going to get all of it, yo. I think it's all coming.
I do. I really do at this point. And the rumours that possibly a Batfleck trilogy, I mean, I would have been happy just with the Batfleck movie, but for the possibility of 3 movies, crossing over with characters,
look,
that is
if
just
you're
amazing.
being, right, just think about this, right? If you're being, okay, I'm pretty sure that you've been seeing that we've been saying that you're the greatest Batman of all time.
Exactly.
You win all these online polls, right? You're the greatest Batman of all time.
He wins polls when he's not even on the poll. He wins the poll.
Yeah.
Right? People are writing in Ben Affleck. You know what I'm saying? But look, possibly, right? You could potentially be the greatest Batman and not even have had a solo movie, right? So it's only between him and Christian Bale, yo. That's it. Me personally, I feel like the Nolan movies were great, right? You can make an argument that The Dark Knight might be better than, Zack's movies, if you want to make that argument. But I feel like the Batman is not close, right?
Nowhere near, not even in the same ballpark.
Absolutely. So I think that kind of gets conflated sometimes, is like how good Christian Bale's Batman is versus how good those movies were, right?
Yeah.
And so with Ben having not had a solo movie yet, I think there's a lot of potential to where if you're going to do 1, why not do 3? Yeah. Especially if, fucking Nolan got his trilogy and Christian Bale got his trilogy. So you wouldn't, really want
gotta give him at least 2 so that he can match up with Michael Keaton at least. At the very least.
And if this is true that he is doing this trilogy, is Robert Pattinson gonna get another movie? Like, let's keep it a buck. Like, are you gonna have 2 different Batmen in theaters? Potentially 3 with Keaton possibly doing like a Batman Beyond or something.
Yeah. Well, actually, if Christopher Nolan's coming back, potentially 4, because we could be getting Christian Bale back for a 4th movie. You never know.
Dude, I don't know, man. That's a lot of Batman.
That is a lot of Batman.
That's a lot of Batman, yo. And but so and so I think if any one of them are going to get cut out, who would it be?
Robert Pattinson, without a doubt.
Thank you. Right? Yeah. If your choices are, look, you can only keep 3. You got Christian Bale, Matthew, Michael Keaton, Ben Affleck, and Robert Pattinson. Who's going to be the odd man out? Robert Pattinson.
Sorry, Pattinson, you are the weakest link.
Pattinson never should have been there to begin with, so that's kind of on them. That's on the old regime, because
Oh, yeah.
Maybe
Thank you, Osa
Pattinson.
Fresh.
There could have been a place for Pattinson, like later on down the line after the DCU finished up. But I mean,
yeah. Thank you, Osa Fresh, because Osa Fresh, it was saying that I'm not the only one that don't want Denzel Washington playing Magneto. That's just I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not got my heart set on it. It was just an idea, if they're going to change it up.
I heard it too. No, look, I have definitely heard that. So I know that that's kind of out there that, that could be the case. But yeah, I just never really. No,
I get you. But with the fact that Magneto was from the Holocaust, and that was too long ago.
They're mutants, man. They age slower.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, but it would make sense if instead of the Holocaust, it was the Civil Rights Movement, and Denzel Washington. That's something to do with that, maybe.
I don't like it. No, I feel it. It, but I don't know.
I was totally expecting you to be on board with that for obvious reasons.
No, man. I don't want Denzel as Magneto. Like, it's just no. It just no. Plus, it just doesn't fit for me. Right? No. It's just I don't see. Look, I love me some Denzel Washington. I love it. Right? I expect Denzel to be Denzel. But that's the point, though. I don't know if I want to see Denzel be Magneto. Like,
it's been going about for years as a theory, anyway. That Photoshop picture of him. But just one of them things. Can't please everyone. So anyway, well, for example, I can't really think of anyone. Michael Fassbender and Ian McKellen have both epic Magnetos.
Great actors. Yo, I would rather them incorporate Michael Fassbender into the MCU, yo. I would much rather them do that. I would much rather them bring Michael Fassbender in, right? Him as Magneto. Yo, they're bringing in, they're bringing over Ryan Reynolds. They're bringing over Hugh Jackman, right? Why not bring over Michael Fassbender and what's his name? James McAvoy. Yeah, why not? Like, they are phenomenal actors, and I would much rather them, be variants in the MCU than see Denzel be Magneto. Yo, I would much rather than them just kind of bring those characters over and just make them variants.
Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, and I can't really think of anyone off the top of my head if it wasn't them.
And they brought over Patrick Stewart.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So we just gonna bring, you're like, yo, we gonna bring over everybody else, like other right, but then Denzel is I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, back then for it's 197k now. So if you're tuning in again, get on Twitter and hashtag release the eye cut.
Salute to everybody out there hashtagging, release the air cut, keep it going. Let's get this one up to as much as we can, you know what I'm saying? And hopefully done. Yeah, we can show them that because look, I think me personally, I'm not going off no kind of information or anything, just the way that I'm thinking that this is looking. This whole event might have been used to gauge whether or not they're going to release this thing theatrically versus just putting it on HBO Max.
Or releasing it just on home video, just generally. Yeah.
Yep. Or just, hey, we're going to put this Blu-ray out, right? This could most definitely be used to gauge what kind of way that, we're going to get to be able to see this thing. And I would much rather see it in theaters than you know what I'm saying, like have to, I would just much rather see it.
A theatrical experience would be nice, especially because we didn't get that with the Snyder cuts. So that would be another way that, you're differentiating. And hell, maybe even do a double bill, put the Ayer cut and the Snyder cut together in the theater for a massive
I'd watch it.
day.
Yeah. The Emerald, to make it a little bit different, the Emerald cut, with Wayne T. Carr. Yeah, and somehow, I don't know how they're going to do, if they're just going to totally replace Martian Manhunter. It will.
The scene was supposed to be Green Lantern and Martian Manhunter together. So maybe
it was together, right? So both of them.
Maybe Martian Manhunter. Maybe he filmed additional scenes if they were able to have them together.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense. Your mic's messing up a little bit again, Todd. It's doing that speedy catch up thing. Sorry, I would pick Batfleck, and we don't need two more. Yeah, Batfleck all the way. Batfleck is the king of all Batmans. He's undisputed king of the Batmans. If in all of history, really, I think the only person that really comes close to Batfleck in a sense of legendariness, if that's even a word, is Kevin Conroy. And Ben Affleck is based on Kevin Conroy's Batman, so they're kind of one of the same, really. Yeah. Christian Bale's fighting skills and detective skills were very weak in those movies, which is everything that Batman is not. The movies were fantastic, but not the greatest portrayal of Batman himself. No, the fight choreography, specifically in The Dark Knight Rises, was awful.
Well, that's because Christopher Nolan is terrible with fight choreography.
Yeah,
that's
that
is.
Yeah, that was so. Osifris, not for Magneto. Again. Here we go.
I like Skywalker. I like your take. Rather than replacing Magneto and Xavier, just bring back the original actors. You might as well. I mean, it's not
like what the fuck? Like why bring all these other characters back and then say I'm gonna make Magneto Denzel? Like that just makes no sense to me.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Dope, dude. Like
they'll make Magneto Denzel and they'll make Don Cheadle Charles Xavier. I mean, what are they going to do?
Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Like
they'll get Terrence Howard.
I was just about to say that. No, Terrence Howard is Wolverine. Hunter Riggy, Savage Batman Sodra. I have another question. Do you think we will get Ben Affleck Bat Family in the Batman trilogy? If so, do you think we'll get Ben Affleck Batman the Red Hood? Possibly, but it possibly could be because they could change Jason Todd to Dick Grayson because Dick Grayson is dead in the in Snyder's universe. But we all know about the Lazarus Pit.
Yeah, he's probably not dead, though, because of the Lazarus Pit. So
that would make sense that it's Dick Grayson is Red Hood instead this time, maybe. That's a possibility. You never know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? It's funny because you have people that, that are mad that it was Dick Grayson that he killed. But I'm like, dude, we don't have time to get to a Jason Todd, Joe. Fucking like, you know what I'm saying? We don't have time for that.
Change it up.
Yeah, I'm glad that he kind of sped that up. So we might be able to actually get that. You know what I'm saying? Like, Batfleck was never going to be around until we got a Jason Todd.
No. Definitely not.
Yeah, you're talking about maybe 10 or 12 Batman movies to get to that point. I mean,
thank you. Right,
that's a long way off, and as we know, Batfleck's going to perish, as they say, at some point. Which I personally think, obviously, is going to totally outshine Robert Downey Jr.'s death in Avengers Endgame. You imagine the death of Batman. The controversy that's going to cause. It's going to be epic, and obviously I'd love to have Batfleck forever, but it does look like that eventually he's going to be killed off. as a part of the story. We don't know; they could change that, but it's looking highly likely. In his prime, Keaton is great, but the dude is in his 70s now. He shouldn't be the main Batman. Affleck is the obvious choice. Well, yeah, that's not happening anymore.
Yeah.
That was the old regime. That's been thrown in the bin. Keaton is still going to be in it, but not in the way that Walter Hamada wanted. He's going to be more of a secondary character.
We already know that based on Aquaman 2. And
that's evidence that that's what they're doing moving forward. And yeah, DC talk in the place.
We got Mikey Sutton in the chat.
Hope you guys are caught up on members.
No, I'm not, Mikey.
Not yet. Me neither, because I've been streaming for 10 hours straight. But I will. Mikey. Yeah, I will. Most definitely. But yeah, great day for the Snyder fandom. Some great bombs on Zod Writer's
I'll
show.
try to get caught up, Mikey, before I go live later. I'll try, because I don't know if I'm gonna have enough time. But
I'm gonna have to catch up.
Yeah, there's only so much time in a day.
Yeah,
that's for real. We're like,
well, I actually learnt that the hard way today. Hey, Mikey in the chat. Yes, Yep, I'm caught up on the members, Mikey. Prepare for more Mikey bombs. You never know with Mikey. Comes out with some sneaky bombs there.
And tomorrow's the collaborative stream, so yeah.
Normally Mikey shows up and causes a little bit of trouble, as we know. So hopefully he'll be around tomorrow, which would be great. As it's always a pleasure to have Mikey Sutton. I'm so appreciative as well, Mikey. Turning up on the show and just adding that extra oomph. You know the score, my friend. Member streams are fire. Yeah, if you haven't already, if you're thinking, please go and subscribe and become a member of Seal Nation.
If you guys realize, if we had $1 for every time we said become a member on one of our streams, we'd all be rich. We say it so much.
Yeah.
But
even
it's
if
true. It's the truth. Yeah. It's the truth. 100%. Like we're not exaggerating. We're not making this up. You are in the future if you become a member of Sil Abdul's channel and you follow Geekosity and you pay attention to Sil and Mikey. They will not steer you wrong. Become a member. It's really the truth.
Yeah, and I'm on the super upgrade. I'm on the collaborator level.
Oh yeah, I love that collaborator level. It's as if all of us don't collaborate with.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. It's like the gold card. American Express. Don't leave home without it.
Right.
There we got. Join us in the future. That's right. Mikey Sutton, hypothetically speaking.
That's a shirt that they need. Hypothetically speaking, because Mikey's been saying that a lot lately.
Yeah. Hypothetically speaking, on the front, and Mikey was right on the back. That would be great. Yeah. And,
doing ink to the people shirt.
Yeah, ink to the people in the name of Mikey and Sil Abdul. That would be something.
Be great.
Yeah, that's something I could help organise if they wanted. I don't know, but that's a cool one. Taladia plays. Mikey is a legend. He is, and a good friend of mine. A very good friend. It's an absolute pleasure knowing Mikey. And this is why. People trashing Sil and Mikey on the internet and stuff after being right. You don't know Sil and Mikey. They are good people. I know good people, and they are good people. And that is just the end of the story. you know, and hypothetically speaking. Yeah, that's right. Mikey loves a bit of hypothetically speaking, you know, probably, or possibly.
Anybody
Yeah.
get a check of where we're at on the tweets?
Yeah. Someone check the tweets because that's not far off 200,000 there. That could be dropping at any time.
Yeah. We should be at 200,000 about now. Yeah.
Got to be. Yeah, and it's been great fun on Facebook and Twitter, you know, with all the sort of buzz around the new clip and the release of... Hey, here we go. Lucas Ironside, 200,001.
K.
There we go.
2K now. 2K1 now. Right, there we go. So, yeah, that's absolutely amazing. I'll have to get on Twitter myself and do a little post about that. Why not?
We'll get there. We'll get that 250 if that was the goal. We'll definitely get there now if they're at over 200.
Oh yeah.
That's not a problem.
We're gonna get to that 250. Yo, what would you say that you guys are most excited about to really see in the haircut?
More Joker.
Yeah, Jared Leto. Obviously a little bit of Batfleck, but you know that's only going to be small. But yeah, you know,
he's probably got Affleck actually most likely and probably has a bigger role than he did in the theatrical Suicide Squad, Studio Squad. So yeah,
man, y'all want to know to something that I'm super hyped about? I got a feeling that Amanda Waller is going to be even more vicious in this movie, yo.
I would love to see that because that was one of my favourite bits of it. Her savagery in the theatrical, you know, blowing them people away.
Just think, like, if everything else got toned down, she probably did too.
Yeah,
she's probably the most brutal we've ever seen her.
Oh my goodness!
Because again, she got nerfed in James Gunn's Suicide Squad.
My God!
So yeah, I mean,
Amanda Waller getting hit in the back of the head with a bat or a golf club, whatever she got hit with. Like, yo, really?
Was that a Nerf bat?
Amanda Waller would never be compromised in that kind of fucking position, yo. Like, yo, it'd be crazy. Like, yo, this chick puts fear in Batman, right? And we really gonna sit there and be like, oh yeah, she got hit in the back of the head with a golf club. You know, like, come on, yo.
That was fucking stupid, you know. And they were saying so they've done the same to Rick Flag as well. Rick Flag was like, I don't know what the fuck they was thinking with that. That was really, really, really stupid. Totally nerfed both them characters. Want to say I reached another goal of 255 subs. Want to thank Seal Nation for the support. To load your plays, you're welcome. Yeah, go and subscribe to his channel.
I'm on the hashtag road to 400, yo. You know what I'm saying? We at 360 right now. I think last time.
You know, Skiiwalker. I'm gonna be honest, man. I'm surprised you don't have 10,000 subs by now, bro.
Nah, man, bro. It's that slow grind, bro. It's that slow grind, bro. Slow grind.
Well, it's the same. I'm just under 400. But what people have been telling me, why don't you go advertise here or go and advertise there? But I don't want an audience that are not interested in what I'm saying. I just want Restore the Snyderverse fans and people. I'd rather build it up slowly than have, you know, like these channels. Some of them have got 4,000 subscribers and no one's tuning in.
That's
you know
right.
What I mean? We've got 25 people in the chat right now. People, things like that, and I've less than 400. So it's quality over quantity. That's what I believe in. It's not all about getting the subscribers quick. It's about getting good people that are going to enjoy your content. 'Cause at the end of the day, we're entertainers, and you know we support Zack Snyder and the Snyderverse, and that's what it's all about. You know, it's not about clout or anything like that. It's about getting out there to a bigger audience and people enjoying it. You know, and most looking forward to Jared Leto's true performance and expanded role as the Joker. Yeah, well, when the sort of news was first floating about, it was said there was 40 minutes missing. This was back in 2016, and most of that was Jared Leto's Joker. So I'm hoping that's the truth, but that was the thing that was...
Yeah, he got shortchanged more than anybody from what we can tell, because he was doing method acting for that.
You guys remember how mad he was?
Yeah, he
when
was
that movie
so
came
mad.
out?
Yep.
Yeah.
He was like super mad, Joe, and I understood.
They watered him down like he had too much alcohol, and they made him into like a virgin martini, bro.
Oh, we have a bomb. Boom! Curious to see Bane fighting Batfleck. Hypothetically speaking, of course. Right, I'll be leaving that up so it's easier
Now,
to...
we know that Dave Bautista wants to play Bane in the DCU.
He's perfect for the role. He's perfect. Perfect size. You know, he's got the right shaped head.
And now with James Gunn being the head of DC...
Yeah. It's unfortunate that we couldn't get
Wasn't
someone...
he like mad at James Gunn or something?
I don't know. Was he? I don't know.
I think he did.
He was like really mad over his Drax role, right?
He chose to do Zack Snyder's Army of the Dead instead of Guardians 3.
No, for some reason, I feel like I have a memory of him being upset over Drax.
Yeah, he was.
Okay.
He was about being nerfed. He wanted his character to be more serious.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Because look, I always say it. If you watch, look, Drax was one of the biggest indicators from Guardians 1 versus Guardians 2. Right? Like, in Guardians 1, Drax, he was the comic relief, but he wasn't, like, dumb, right? He was, like, it was so serious, but it wasn't dumb. In Guardians 2, he was just dumb. Like, he was super dumb in that movie. And, like, I understand why he was upset,
Right. It was...
Especially at that time when he was trying to, like, be taken seriously. I mean, he was in Blade Runner 2049 or whatever, right? So
that was a proper role, and he was so good in it. Have you seen the clip of him escaping through the street that wasn't in the movie? That's really good as well.
Oh, wait a minute. I don't know if I remember seeing that, but I love this turn in that movie. Like, it was great. And
Denis Villeneuve released a couple of shorts, and one of them was David Bautista getting away, nearly getting caught by the
imagine
Blade Runners,
going from Blade Runner to Guardians 2.
Yeah. Well, it's embarrassing, isn't it?
Right, and so I understand, why he was mad, but with James Gunn being in his new role as an exec, I'm pretty sure that they can put all that stuff to the side. So,
it's just a case of separating, whatever your personal issues are with James Gunn and seeing him as that exec.
Yeah, that's right, Telodia Plays. Let's get Skiiwalker to 400 subs. We can do it. Skiiwalker Tha Jedi, spelt as it is like that. Type it in, go in there, subscribe. You know what to do.
If you're not already subscribed to Skiiwalker, you're missing out, man.
Yeah.
Hashtag the cool table. Y'all, hey.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's been great to be getting back to doing content because, I was out for a little bit. And, it's been great to get back.
I hope you're feeling better.
Oh, yeah.
He was a bit under the weather, you were saying. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, good. That's
pretty bad. Yeah.
Yeah, that's shit. My health hasn't been too great lately either. But, yeah, get through it at the end of the day, don't we? And soldier on, as they say.
Mikey loved them hypotheticals.
Yeah, hypothetical again, shaking my head.
Yeah.
No.
Batista as Batman though, yo, that's great. Yo, I wonder if they're gonna make him look even bigger. Like,
And you know he can get buffed up for sure.
no. Because I want that to no. Look, I want
I
him
know
to
what you're
be
saying.
like that, like pre-Venom, right? And
Yeah.
then when he takes his Venom, he gets like even huger. Like that'll
super
be super
huge.
dope,
That
right?
would be super dope.
Yeah, because like, look, if it's gonna be going against Batfleck, and we already in this world with Superman and aliens and all that stuff, yo, I won't just go ahead and do it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
let's just do it all. Let's do it all. I want my Bane to be 6'8" when he's on Venom. You know what I'm saying? 6'9".
Definitely.
He gets all super big and because like it's gonna take that kind of threat to go against this Batman. Yo, he already fought Superman. Yo, so like, why not give him an oversized Bane?
Definitely. And that's another reason, like, characters like Mr. Freeze and Clayface, they belong in the DCU, not in Matt Reeves' verse.
No, not at all.
Because if he's going for that sort of Dark Knight, grounded in reality thing, it ain't going to make no sense.
I don't know how he was going to do Mr. Freeze. That shit was going to make no sense to me.
No, neither am I. I was thinking, like, what, is it just going to be a guy that, like, has got a condition where he's always cold with no suit, just wearing like a winter jacket or something? Like, after the trash bag,
trying to change the weather. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Building the weather machine.
Yeah, like
needs a turtleneck.
Yeah, he needs a turtleneck because he suffers from the cold.
Best served gold.
Yeah. Yeah. What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age. Yeah. Oh my God, Mikey, my mind is blown right now. Back to David Bautista. The only little thing I can see there may be being a bit of controversy with the situation is Bane is South American, like Mexican, isn't he, in the comics and in the animated series. There may be some complaints about that with the comics. Yeah, but
Dave Bautista is like one of those like racially ambiguous guys, you know what I'm saying? Where you can kind of almost like you don't really know what he is, you know what I'm saying? Like
and Bautista as well. That's got what's that name?
Yeah,
that's got to be from. That doesn't sound.
Wait, and doesn't he speak Spanish? I thought he speaks Spanish. I thought I could have sworn that he speaks Spanish in some movie or something.
Yeah, so maybe if he done a sort of Spanish accent, that would be quite cool. Like in Batman the animated series, that I will break you, Batman, and all that kind of thing. That would be quite cool. Mikey's blown right now. What's up, socks? Yeah. Yep, guys. Slow burn or burn out. That's all right. Yeah, Bane.
Yeah, apparently he's like Filipino and Greek.
All right.
Yeah, I mean,
close enough.
He qualifies.
Yeah, close enough.
Does he speak Spanish?
Yeah,
that's what I want to know.
Yeah, Lucas side. Hey, Mama Bear, how you doing? Lovely to have you in the chat. Hi, Savage Bat. It's all right on Skiiwalker.
No, he doesn't speak Spanish, so.
Oh, well, he can learn. I bet David Bautista can learn Spanish quicker than Robert Pattinson's Batman.
Look, I don't have no problem with it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, neither have I. I'm just saying, you know what the internet's like these days. It could become an issue.
I feel it. It shouldn't. Hi, Mama Bear. Glad to see you in the building. Always supporting the way you do. Glad to have you here. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's always amazing to have you here, Mama Bear. I like the art doll thing there. I don't know.
Mama Bear art doll. Yes, there's been a name change.
Right. I get it. Yeah, we have to explain that one. Mikey Sutton, Geekosity began with only 80,000 views a month 2 years ago, up to 2 to 4 million a month now. Keep at it. Yeah, well, there you go. That's the proof is in the pudding.
Growth.
Yeah, and your articles always do well in the in my Snyder Knights group. I always post them straight away. And even when they're bourbon ones, you know, you got to accept the bourbon ones. You know, like this just recently, this Rock maybe not getting China news. That's not great news, but you know, as D12 said, shit can happen. Shit can happen.
Shit can happen. So stick to rapping.
Yeah, exactly. Chad Snyderverse in the house. How you doing, mate?
I know that album very well. What up, Chad Snyderverse? What's happening?
Yeah, D12. Oh man, that album ain't nothing but music is my favourite one off of that for some reason.
Ain't nothing but
music. What's going on in the world today? People fighting, feuding, looting. It's okay.
Hey, I know it very well.
Yeah, it's a great album.
They nerfed Drax. Yes, they did.
Yeah, they did, and but you know that's kind of Batman in the house. That's kind of sort of Marvel's thing is nerfing characters a little bit. I think I don't know really. I think probably Captain America was sort of the purest form of the characters for the comics. Really, yeah. I think Captain America was more like the comics than any.
They never even hinted at Tony Stark's like drinking problem, pretty much. I mean, they like kinda, I guess, in Iron Man when he was at the party and he was drunk. But like,
that one time, yeah.
Outside, man, that wasn't man. You know, like for that to have been like part of his greatest storyline, which was Demon in a bottle, right? And for them to just totally stray away from that, almost, it was kind of crazy.
Yeah, well, it's kind of like Constantine not smoking. We talked about this before,
right? Yeah,
you know, when they done the thing, because that was an integral part of his story.
Yeah,
that's like a part of a personality trait of the character.
The character, yeah, and it's a part of the story. That he ends up getting cancer at a very early age.
Yeah,
you know, and that's just it's the same kind of thing. Yeah. We catch up here. Mad Mama Bear. Dave is a proud Pinot too. Yeah.
Yeah. Pinoy pride. You know what I'm saying? Real talk.
Well, got the Filipino variant flag up there. Got the Filipino flag in the background there. Much respect to the Philippines.
My ex-wife was half Filipino, so I know all about the Pinoy pride and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Real talk.
There you go. Massive shout out to Dreamwalker there as well. If you haven't
doing numbers already, over in the Philippines.
Huge.
I already know what's up.
Yeah, selling out.
Best selling comic in the country for real.
Selling like hotcakes.
Numbers.
Yeah. Hey, so is it why the Wonder Woman 1984 is the number one most Blu-rays sold in the US last year? What? I don't know about that. I
didn't buy it on Blu-ray, so I don't know.
No, I watched it on Now TV, the equivalent.
When I saw it, I watched it once on HBO Max.
Hold on. No, it's not weird. And I'm going to tell you guys why.
Right,
okay. 84 came out on Blu-ray the beginning of the year. Zack Snyder's Justice League came out on Blu-ray at like the end of the year.
Right, I get you. So
I am pretty sure that if you look at the comparative numbers, right, month over month, and like in total, the Snyder Cut probably blows it out of the damn water. But,
so caught the tail end.
Yeah, it especially in the US, it dropped. Right, first it took forever for us to get any kind of announcement over in the US. a lot of us had to import that shit from like the
Yep,
UK,
that's for sure.
right?
Yeah.
So it dropped hella late last year, right? Wait, or did it drop earlier this year in the US? I don't even remember. It was either super late last year or really early this year.
We got it early in the UK.
Yeah, I know because I imported my Blu-rays from Europe.
Yeah.
Dude, we were waiting for months,
Yeah.
and there was no kind of announcement or nothing that we were even getting any kind of US fucking release.
Yeah.
And so a lot of us were getting nervous, and we just imported them, right? And so, and all those don't count because those are UK numbers. And I'm not shocked at all, judging by the amount of time that
So
they
it was
were.
just catching the tail end of the year, and it didn't go over to the next year. But it was funny enough. It was the other way around. When I've bought the trilogy as well, just to support Zach in any way I could, and it was the other way around. I ordered the trilogy from the States to get it early over here.
Yeah.
And it turned out that they released them at the same time anyway. So Warner Brothers knocked.
I refused to order that shit. I refused to order that trilogy one just because, like, that was after they came out and made that statement about,
that was after the Ann Sarnoff thing. Yeah.
I was like, yo, fuck that trilogy. I'm not buying that shit.
Yeah, I can understand where people was coming with that, but I just figured more copies would sell. Yeah.
Dude, that old regime didn't give a damn what we did, Joe. They was just gonna walk out the back door with all the money and be like, yo, y'all good.
Snyder Cut didn't do nothing.
Right? In fact, that shit didn't do nothing. It flopped.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But I think it was just
Turner did better than the Snyder Cut.
Yeah, it was just a case
you remember
of
that when they pulled
wording.
out that Tina Turner documentary was the biggest thing on HBO Max of all time.
I was like,
remember that?
Get the fuck out of here. Bro, they said the Tina Turner documentary did better than the Snyder Cut, bro. That shit was like the same weekend. It was like, the biggest thing from this past weekend was a Tina Turner documentary. I was like,
everybody love them some Tina Turner.
Fucking Tina Turner, bro.
People literally subscribe to HBO Max just so they can see the Snyder Cut. They're talking about Tina Turner.
Bro, I had hella people. I told them, I was like, I don't even care if you watch it. Just put that shit on in the background and just stream. Bro, I had a hella people streaming that movie. You know what I'm saying? Like, hella people that I was like leveraging my friendships on this shit. I was like, yo, like, if you fuck with me, you're gonna do this. Like, you're gonna watch this movie the day it comes out. You gotta stream it.
Every woman I dated at that time I hung out with, I watched the Snyder Cut with all of them.
Yeah. Bro, everybody
that's what you do,
knew,
bro. Everybody
I knew. Family members, co-workers, every single person that I could talk to knew to stream that movie on opening day.
Yeah, what we was doing in the Snyder nights, me and a couple of them, was leaving it on when we went out and putting it on and then turning the TV down.
Shit,
so it was,
I was
counting the views up.
I was
streaming it without even watching it, just to bump.
Don't you remember that they were trying to say, "Oh yeah, they're only
on different devices."
Yeah, no, so they were like, "Yeah, they're not gonna count all of these fucking repeat streamings." And I was like, "Bro, fuck." Now all of a sudden, right? Like any other thing, like yo, it don't matter how many times that I watch Squid Game. That shit gonna count every single time, right? But now all of a sudden, when I watch the fucking Snyder Cut, it only count once. Like, come on, nah, fuck that, Joe.
Yeah.
This shit getting streamed all day, all night. That shit was just playing.
Yeah, same.
Engagement.
It is, and it all builds up, no matter what anyone says. But I think with the trilogy, it was poor wording. But we've got to remember that there's been things in the past, like Aliens, when the 3 Alien films would come out, it was called Alien Trilogy. And there was even a game on the PS1 that was called Alien Trilogy. And then when more came out, they changed the name of it to Quadrilogy, and then whatever.
Oh yeah. Every box set changed the name.
Every box set changed the name. So it was just poor wording. I think that people rubbed people up the wrong way.
No, it was because of that damn Ann Sarnoff.
Sarnoff thing.
Sarnoff would have never said that.
Yeah.
Like, I probably would have bought it too. I mean, because I bought everything else, right?
Yeah.
I had I wasn't against buying that until she said that.
Yeah.
Then it was like, nah, man, fuck y'all. I was like, I'm not buying that shit. Like, you know
no, I totally get why people didn't do that. That's why Matt's Mama Bear. That's why I'd like to see Bautista as Bane. That man is a tank.
Like a tank.
Yeah, and he's growing as an actor. Like we were saying, Blade Runner and stuff. He's got the chops to do really good stuff, and that's why he was upset about how they portrayed his character in Guardians of the Galaxy, because he wants to break out of that thing and become something bigger, something more serious.
And Drax has hella history with Thanos, who just happened to be their biggest villain in the MCU, that they totally did nothing with that whole fucking storyline. They did nothing with it, right? Pretty much.
Oh, here we go, Mikey Sutton. You will see OG comic accurate Bane, hypothetically speaking, with a hypothetically R rating.
Oh, there you go, hypothetical.
There you go. So we're going to see the Mexican mask, all of that. That would be something else.
Luchador style.
Yeah. That'd be cool.
Yo, I'm here for it. I want my Bane to be big as hell, and then when he put that venom in, it's like, oh shit.
Yeah, I'd love them to do that bit from the animated series when Batman throws the batarangs at him and he grabs it and crushes it and says, "You fight me with toys?" And then throws it like. That would be so fucking cool. Batman would be like, "Whoa, better get the judo out for this one."
Right?
Yeah. There's no other way of fighting Bane without judo, because you ain't going to be able to fight him in a fist fight. There's no point. Ain't going to do anything to him. You know what I mean? And yeah, Mikey Sutton, you will see OG accurate Bane, hypothetically speaking, with a hypothetically R. Yeah, so there you go. Oh, thank Maggie. Douglas Murphy in the place. Loving that hypothetical. Yeah, we should definitely get a t-shirt for that for Mikey. Hypothetically speaking.
Hypothetically.
Definitely. That is on the cards. Matt Reeves' Clayface is going to suck. Sorry, Reavers, no hope. Yeah, there's no way.
No.
There's no. Do you know what Clayface would be in Matt Reeves? It would be someone with a skin disease that's got a little bit of a droopy face or something.
Kind of like how Joker was.
Yeah, it'd be like that. And then
that shit is trash.
And they'll use like plasticine to make their face look different or something, and it'll look terrible.
I saw that shit. I saw what they were doing with that Joker, bro. Like, I was so disappointed.
What's it's a mangled potato, I think it was Film Gob said.
Even in the scene that was in the movie.
Yeah.
Trash.
Yeah.
Trash. Like, I was like, yo, is this really what they're doing right now?
Yeah.
Like, yo.
Shout out to Trey.
What up, Trey? Matt Reeves, yo. That dude, that movie was so unoriginal. It was crazy.
I know. It was basically a rip-off of the Nolan trilogy, and it wasn't as good either.
Yeah, Nolan did it better. They did not out Nolan at all.
No.
That was the biggest mistake they could have made, saying that crap.
Yeah. It's just blatantly outright admitted they was trying to out Nolan, and instead they made a cheap copy of it.
Put too much pressure on themselves, yo.
Yeah. Amelia Corday, how you doing? Matt Reeves, Mr. Freeze would probably dump buckets of liquid nitrogen on people. Yeah. No, do you know what he'd probably be? He's an ice cream man. Drives around in an ice cream truck. And that's why they call him Mr. Freeze. Mr. Freeze Pops. That's what it'd be.
Go.
And
they'll get John Leguizamo to play him.
Yeah. Who's that?
The guy that played the clown in the Spawn movie.
Oh yeah. I know who you mean. Yeah,
Hey, that was actually a great role. Like he was
yeah,
unrecognizable.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't know till years later that was him.
I'm
Benny,
not the victimizer or the
Leguizamo was a
vindicator.
great character actor for sure. So.
yeah, Benny Blanco from the Bronx in Carlito's Way. He was ultimate as that. That was absolutely amazing. Yeah. Yeah, he's Filipino.
Oh yeah. Batista.
Yeah. Batista, yeah. Trey in the chat, my third favourite Hammer Smith. Back down trolling again. Brian Grantstein as Freeze is the only cell I can think of. Be alright. I really, he's a bit old now, but I'd love to see Patrick Stewart as Mr. Freeze. That would be perfect. He's got the kind of cold voice. He could definitely pull that off, but I don't know. Maybe with some CGI and stuff. You never know.
Gotta be.
Yeah, Patrick Stewart is my number one pick for Mr. Freeze, and second, the guy from Breaking Bad. What's his name? The chicken guy.
Oh, you're talking about what's his name? Esposito or
Yeah, I can never pronounce his name. Yeah, them two.
Giancarlo Esposito.
Yeah.
That's it, Giancarlo Esposito. Yeah, Patrick Stewart and him. That's my two favourites.
Man, nah, you don't know who I kind of
Denzel Washington as Mr. Freeze.
Skiiwalker is not digging this black casting, man.
A long time ago, I had an idea for an all-black cast for Batman, and for like a Tim Burton-esque type movie, but I wanted the movie to be directed by Robert Townsend, the guy who directed Five Heartbeats, and I wanted
watch Meteor Man.
Yeah, and I wanted Denzel Washington to play Batman Bruce Wayne. I wanted Prince to play the Joker.
This because you saw him in them damn music videos, huh? From that
Batman. From Batman. I saw the music videos. I wanted Billy D. Williams as Two-Face, and I wanted there were so many ideas. I wanted Pam Grier to play Vicky Vale, and I wanted I just had this idea of what it would be like an all black cast as Batman, and at the time, Denzel Washington would have been good as Batman Bruce Wayne because he was younger and you could see it, But yeah, I don't know. So many ideas, of what they could have did, and Prince. Honestly, he would have don't tell me Prince would not make an awesome Joker. For real. He would have been great in the role.
I think probably
I just don't like when they do that, man. It's I would just rather them put on a character that's been black this whole time. You know what I'm saying? Rather than swapping it.
I've always
what's up with Static Shock, bro? Why we can't get a Static Shock?
They're gonna get Seth Rogen to play Static.
You know what I'm saying? Dude, just give us a Static Shock movie, give us Bishop in the X-Men. You know what I'm saying?
John Stewart.
John Stewart, right? Exactly. If you're gonna do these things, just use the characters.
So many good characters.
Black, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it would help with some of these stories kind of being such rehashes of stuff that we've already
Bernie Mac as Rupert Thorne.
Fuck them kids.
I had so many ideas. Not for nothing. I mean, I was thinking.
No, but it would be better to have a bit of history. What would you rather? A black character that's got a lot of history in the comic books, or some second-hand white character that's been rehashed?
That's what I'm saying. Because look.
Come on.
Right.
Look, rocket science. Yeah.
The whole Magneto thing. Right.
Yeah, I do get it.
Him being a Holocaust survivor is part of his background.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can understand, why he is the way he is and why he thinks the way that he thinks, right? If you change Magneto and make him black, then you have to not only like change his history, but it just shifts too much about the character to me, right?
Yeah, I totally get it. It would lose a lot of its impact and power.
Yeah. And it's like, yo, man, just have like, yo, he ages slower because he's a mutant.
Yeah.
You know
Well, in the Wolverine comics, the solo Wolverine comics, when it was sort of like after the Extinction Level event, Magneto was still around. There was the vampires, Magneto, a couple of other immortal X-Men, but Magneto was still there. He was old, but he was still alive. So,
yeah, man, just let's just leave it the way it is, and let's just, bring some other characters that got some more history. That's just the way that I like it. I know that, I'm probably not gonna get what I want, but it's just, hey, I just be wanting to, get that, because I would just much rather look like how they were talking about race swapping Clark Kent. You know what I'm saying? Like, no.
Yeah, there's no need to do that.
Did not like the idea of that one bit.
Exactly.
Because they have Belzad. They have a character. Look, I mean,
until tonight, I would always say, yo, like, I don't want a black Batman. But Zod brought up this black Batman, and I'm like, I don't even know.
That was my idea. I always thought, and my thing was, what I thought about too was, I kind of thought about this, after seeing like Batman 89 and stuff, and thinking like, you could take like even if they couldn't do it as a movie, they could do it as like a comic book or an animated film. And you could have there's so many things you could do with that, with the concept of turning it all upside down and doing an all black cast.
I agree.
Batman movie.
Captain America for me is my favorite character. Talking of
oh no, he said that was the best comic book movie trilogy.
Yeah,
I don't know about that.
Not best overall. Best MCU maybe.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, definitely not in general in all comic book movies, but
I would argue it's probably still Dark Knight to me.
As a trilogy, I'd probably say the Dark Knight. Yeah, there isn't really much out
Rises get a whole lot of hate, but I'm not here for it. Bane is awesome.
Yeah, Rises is good, and the music in Rises is awesome.
Bane is off the chain, bro. Like, I really love Tom Hardy as Bane.
Rises was the first film I saw in IMAX ever.
Oh yeah,
and at the Science Museum in London, a really, really big screen. It was like I think it was 6 double-decker buses or something. It was a super IMAX.
Yeah.
And that was my first IMAX experience. And I really liked it. Aside from the rubbish fight choreography sometimes, I do love The Dark Knight Rises.
You would think that darkness is your ally.
Yeah.
What
a lovely voice.
I was born in
I often wonder about that voice that Tom Hardy chose to use. I mean, he could have did anything, but he made himself sound so goofy.
Hey,
so here we go.
That's what's so great about it, because it's like he sounds like a goof, but he'll whoop yo. When he put his hand on old boy's shoulder and said, "Do you feel in charge?" I was like, "Yo."
That gives you power over me.
Do you feel in charge? Like, bro, I can just snap.
I read that bit when he walks into the bank and smashes people with the helmet and all that. That was a savage bit of fighting. That's actually a good bit of fight choreography for once. Mikey Sutton, I have secrets I can't tell yet, big ones. There you go. So keep an eye out.
Sure does. He's got secrets.
got
Yeah.
Mikey's the man.
members stream on Silab the Wink, and Mikey's a regular guest on my channel every Sunday, most of the time when he can, fit us in. So just keep your eyes out. You never know what's coming with Mikey Sutton.
Yo, I gotta hop off though, guys, because I gotta
Yeah.
go get ready for the stream, and I gotta go make a trip to a certain establishment. You know what I'm saying? Before I would go to my stream, But look, yo, it was great being on with you guys, man, and happy trending day. Can we get one more tweet check before I get out of here, please?
Yeah,
Can you
because
guys let me know
someone,
where we at before I get on out of the building.
yeah,
Be on
someone quickly check Twitter there for Skiiwalker.
Yes. Be on the lookout too, because I'm about to announce my stream pretty soon. Probably gonna be going live in like an hour or so. So y'all be on the lookout for that.
Yeah, so if someone could quickly check on Twitter, see what we're at. It's got to be 200,000 and something.
Yo.
In the meantime, talking about back to that casting thing, do you know what I thought would be really great and really funny? And after all he's been through, is I always saw Zack Snyder making a King Arthur movie because he loves Excalibur. Ray Fisher as King Arthur. That would fucking piss the internet right off.
Oh my god.
It looks like we're almost at 250, guys. We're almost there.
No,
206.
206.
206.
Okay.
Thank you guys for checking for me. Much love and appreciation. And I will see you guys next time, yo.
Yeah, always welcome,
Savage Bat
Skiiwalker.
and General Zod.
And,
much love, gentlemen.
Looking forward to your stream tonight, Skiiwalker. Pow pow.
It's gonna be a fun one. It's definitely gonna be a fun one.
Is that going to be in a few hours, maybe?
About an hour or so.
About an hour or so, right?
Yeah.
I'll try and be in the chat for that. I might as well. I've been up all night.
Yeah. Absolutely. Happy trending day to everybody, and I'll see you guys a bit later. Peace out.
Yeah, peace out, mate. Thanks for coming, Skiiwalker. You're a legend.
Yes.
Laters, man. Yeah, so I'm going to have to go back a little bit here with the chat. Right, that's just people saying hello. Every woman Zod writer dated at the time, he must have rented the theater.
I didn't rent a theater. At the time, I dated them all individually, Mads Mama Bear, so that we could watch the Snyder Cut separately.
Separate times, yeah.
I even had a couple of women who wanted to watch the black and white version, which I was really excited about. So
now I have an image of
Justice is Gray.
Judo chap. Yeah. Well, listen, you can't fight Bane without a bit of judo. Punches or kicks don't hurt him, or batarangs for that matter. Yes, I want a real Bane, not Batman movie where Batman fights an asthmatic person with a breathing problem and doesn't use any venom juice. I truly dislike The Dark Knight Rises. Fair enough. A lot of people don't like it. I'm actually a fan of it, to be honest with you, even with its faults. But I must say, The Dark Knight is not my favourite. I think Batman Begins is the best of the trilogy. And, I've been a Batman fan for a long time. That's my personal opinion. I think Batman Begins is better than The Dark Knight, just personally. So, there you go. There's one for you to digest there. Reeves' Joker looked like a knockoff of Gotham's Joker. Lol. Yeah, I don't even know if they're going to continue that Joker. Perhaps that's why they cut him out. I don't know. It's that Irish actor. Can't remember his name. That Joker was perfect for Robert Pattinson Batman. That is not a compliment. Alan, how you doing, mate? Legend in the place. Always love a bit of Batman hate from Alan there. He despises that movie. Fucking makes me laugh with that shit. Oh, dear. I love Batman Begins and The Dark Knight. I don't like The Dark Knight Rises. It's fair enough. That's a lot of people's opinion. But for me personally, Batman Begins is the one. Just that origin story, Ra's al Ghul, Henry Descartes thing going on. I just absolutely loved that. And Scarecrow. Did you know Zack Snyder made a cameo in David Ayer's squad wearing the goat mask? Well, I did say that earlier as a theory. That was a theory I said earlier. I don't know whether that's true. If it is, that's a pretty good guess because I said that earlier.
Yeah.
Zack Snyder is the goat.
100%.
That makes total sense. Going to go celebrate my brother-in-law's 21st birthday now. Just wanted to show my love and support in the chat and everyone on the panel. Cheers, gents. Release the haircut. Much love, Trey. We're going to be wrapping this up now soon anyway. It's getting late. I'll just catch up with the chat. Here's the genuine article. Have fun, Trey. You better be hungover tomorrow. Yes, you know that. If you're going to party hard. You might as well do it. I want to see Gino Esposito as Mr. Freeze. His Gus Frying had the right demeanour. Yeah. I like the idea of that. He's got that cold voice.
Yeah, he could pull it off.
He could pull it off. And, with a bit of makeup as well, it wouldn't make any difference because, Mr. Freeze is kind of blue looking anyway. Patrick Stewart was almost Mr. Freeze in Batman and Robin movie, but he hated the crappy company script and said no. Then Mr. Freeze is played by Arnold. Lol. I did not know that. Skywalker isn't having tokenism.
It makes me feel.
No, it's fair enough. Yeah, definitely not.
It makes me feel a little funny about it though, because it makes you wonder if they really wanted Patrick Stewart for Mr. Freeze back then. Why didn't they give him a serious script? They knew he wouldn't go for something so jokey and stupid, especially because that same time they released that animated movie, Batman Mr. Freeze. They released that Mr. Freeze Sub-Zero, animated. And that actually had the Patrick Stewart style Mr. Freeze. So I'm not understanding why at that time they didn't just try to adapt something a little more serious. Joel Schumacher definitely could have directed a serious Batman and Robin. But no shade at Batman and Robin, though. I still love it. I love the campiness. I think it's a masterpiece regardless.
Zodwriter, was Lucius Fox white in this all-black Batman cast?
That's a pretty good idea, actually. To have the one white guy be Lucius Fox.
Yeah, Prince would have been a great Joker. I think probably my favourite casting for the Joker is Willem Dafoe. I think he was born for that role. It's just a shame that never happened. We might get to see that in a Three Jokers story maybe one day, possibly in Joaquin Phoenix's thing, or in the DCU. You never know. But yeah, that's still a possibility. But yeah, Willem Dafoe for me. He was half Joker. Yeah. In the Black Batman, Morgan Freeman is Alfred, Michael Caine is Lucius Fox. Yeah. Denzel would crush it as Lucius Fox. Yeah, he would. Lucius, stupid autocorrect. Cinqua Walls as Batwing would be good. Yeah, Batwing's a great character. That's another character there that's relatively newish. That could be, put into the Bat family and would fit into the DCEU very nicely. Steel, yeah, that's a possibility. That's another one. Enzel would be perfect in Blue Marvel. Look it up. All Blue Marvel is extremely powerful in Marvel Comics. I don't know about that. If it's done well, I don't mind the race swap. Michael Clark Duncan as Kingpin was a great example. Yeah, I don't really mind the race swapping when it's done, with a little bit of sort of grace. Like with Skywalker and Zod was saying, but changing Clark Kent, that's not very graceful. There's certain things. If we could get an actual good Steel movie, it would be awesome. Yeah, it's an amazing character. Reign of the Superman, the Supermen. You got a really good look at how cool Steel is. I really love that Reign of the Superman. That was great. Yeah, Michael Clark, Duncan Clark was great as the Kingpin. That's a bloody good example. Magneto is Jewish. It must stay that way. He was created. Yeah, just saying about the time, because I know mutants live long and all that, but World War II was a long time ago now. So they've got to make that make sense somehow. Hot take: Civil War was a bad movie. That's not hot take. It is a bad movie. Yeah, I love Rises. I do. I think it's great. I struggled with Rise's Catwoman. Yeah, I get that. Yeah, she was. She grew on me eventually, but yeah, I can see doing a trilogy rewatch. Rises is next for me. Hey, Steve, over your visit. Yeah, that's cool. I did a marathon of that just recently, and I'm going to do it again because they've re-released the 4K steelbooks of the Dark Knight trilogy separately. It was impossible to get and stupidly expensive, but now they've re-released them. The price has gone down, so I'm going to get them and do a 4K marathon.
I think the only steel book I got out of the Nolan movies is Dark Knight Rises. I have the steel book where it's the Bane walking away with the broken Batman mask.
Yeah, I remember the one. Rises was my least favourite. It felt like Batman again on steroids. Well, kind of was, Bane was on steroids.
Actually, Batman, The Dark Knight Rises is kind of like a Rocky movie.
Dark Knight Rises is so much better than Walking Batman Ace opening.
Oh, yeah.
That opening, that was filmed in the Pennines in Britain, and my cousin, who's a costume designer, I've mentioned several times, partner, worked on all three of those films and has told me some interesting stories from behind the scenes. We'll get into that one day. We'll have to have a talk about that because there's some pretty funny stuff happened on sets. No, not the stealth boots, lol. They're not very stealthy. You can hear him coming a mile off. That was one of my biggest things, was the stealth issue. Yeah, maybe Patterson should have been called Walkman. Yeah, Sony Walkman. Yeah. Michael Sutton, I have a feeling you don't like the Batman. No. The call table is not prepared. You know this. Mikey Sutton has got something up his sleeve, as usual. Took me 4 months to finish it on the Max. Yeah. I watched it twice and then was like, oh, nah. Do you know what? I kind of liked it the first time I watched it, and then second time I realised it's just useless. 206k from Luke and I Inside there on Twitter for release to the eye cut. So don't stop now, people. Get on Twitter and continue that. The Batman is GOAT Nick Will. Yeah, that is. Yep, definitely. The man who uses doors. The man of many doors. I still haven't seen Flatman Market. Mad Smell Bear. Oh, man. You're going to need some, wake up juice to watch it. It is very, very boring. No disrespect to the Batman fans out. If you like that, you like that. Just not for me. Pickle Rick isn't my Riddler. Nah, Riddler, fucking useless. I can't bring myself to watch the Batman at Walks. Yeah, I always watch everything, just so I've got an objective opinion, and I never miss anything really. I think the only thing I didn't finish was the Eternals from Marvel. I thought that was so bad I had to turn it off halfway through. And that's rare for me, because I normally finish it, because I like to know. But, yeah. Congrats on 4K subs. Savage. Oh, what is it? Is it already? You mean 400? Oh, maybe that is. Maybe that has happened. I'm not sure. I'll have to double check that in a minute. I can't see it at the moment because we're obviously on the StreamYard. But thanks for that. Patterson uses more venom than Tom Hardy's Bane. Yeah, that was
pretty much.
Yeah. Pattinson is a dirty little cheater. Yeah, he likes to spy on Catwoman as well with his binoculars. I like Gotham much more than the Walking Bats. Yeah, Gotham is actually quite good. Some of the makeup and suits are a bit crappy, but good story for the most part. Much better than the Batman, and it's just a TV show. I highly rate Sean Pertwee's Alfred as well. One of the great Alfreds of the thingy, the Batman movies.
Sean Pertwee should have got a shot at Doctor Who, bro.
Yeah, well, his father was Doctor Who, wasn't he?
Yeah.
John Pertwee. Begins had a feel of Denny O'Neil, Neil Adams comics. Yeah, definitely. I really love Batman Begins. I can't praise it enough. And, everyone goes, The Dark Knight. But for me, it's always been Batman Begins. Just going to see that for the first time in the cinema as a lover of the darker Batman, that just blew me away. And in The Dark Knight, you didn't really get to see much Batman. It was more about the Joker, which is great. I'm not dissing The Dark Knight. It's a great film. So, it's iconic. But for me, Batman Begins. Yeah, Gus would have been great at Freeze. Yeah, Robert Pattinson should get a Fitbit. Gotham Victor Zsasz was wonderful. Great Riddler too. Yeah, Victor Zsasz was incredible. And I follow that guy as well. Can't remember his name now, but he's great fun on social media as well. Savage Bat, did you see my other question I sent you? No, I didn't. It's probably got lost. Oh, the guy that plays Zaz would be a good Mr. Freeze. Yeah, he would be. And it's possible to play the same character in two different universes. If you didn't know, well, you probably did. The Penguin's father in Gotham was his father in Batman Returns. Pee Wee Herman. So it's happened before. That kind of swap over, that swap over casting has already happened in DC. So it's not an impossibility. When I first met Adams, he told me a Ra's al Ghul story. Wow, that would be an honour. Love to meet Neil Adams. BB was O'Neill Adams all the way. Yeah, I'd love to hear that one day, Mikey. Dark Knight above
Story time with Mikey. Yes. Yes.
For me, because it's Miller time and Heath was incredible. Great movies though. Yeah, each to their own. Dark Knight, but it's just for me. Batman Begins, and matter of opinion. Zack Snyder's Justice Integrity 101. How you doing, mate? Zack Snyder's Justice League 2 is inevitable. Eye cut is a no-brainer. Eye cut's in the bag. That's coming. They wouldn't be doing it. Sean Franklin, what's up, mate? How you doing? We're just kind of closing up a little bit here. It's been a long day. Been a happy day. Do you like pecan pie? Not really. Definitely. Mikey, he had jigsaw moments. Yeah. Rice is underrated. Yeah, I think so. It's I meant 400 subs. Oh wow, thank you so much everyone. Hit the 400 subs mark. That's amazing. That's brilliant. Thank you so much. Yep, you're at 404. Congratulations.
There you go. That's how it should be.
Yeah, slowly.
Onward and upward.
Onward and upward. I've only been going, 6 months or so, 7 months. That's not too bad. And good followers. I can't thank you enough, everyone that turns up for our show today and the Sunday show. Honestly means the world to me. It's just great to see you all here and be able to comment on your comments and stuff. You saw it through the Sutton Future Viewer lenses, Lucas. Yeah, Awesome Savage. Congratulations to passing 400 subs. Cheers, Nightmare Robin. That means a lot. And another little milestone. Ben Affleck's Batman movie should be titled The Real Batman. Yeah, like the real Ghostbusters. Yeah.
For real.
Yeah. Hi, Savage. I would like to see Michael Fassbender as the next Dr. Fate in DCU. DCU. Oh, right. Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, I think they're kind of gonna maybe do a prequel with Pierce Brosnan, and apparently he can be brought back as well, so it could continue, even though he's dead. Spoiler alert: Black Adam.
He's not dead. It was.
He's
an
not
illusion.
dead. It was an illusion, maybe. So he can actually still be Dr. Fate. But Michael Fassbender would be a good Dr. Fate. But I think it is going to... Pierce Brosnan's been so popular. He's been more... From what I've seen on the internet, Pierce Brosnan is more popular than Black Adam himself in that movie.
Oh, yeah. I'm sitting here. I got a Black Adam action figure on my shelf next to Batman and Superman. I wish I would have got Dr. Fate instead.
Yeah.
Tell you the truth.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. He's absolutely amazing. 500 subs will become soon. Congrats. Thank you, Retro Nerd Girl. You know, these things take time, but it's nice when you get these little thing. And yeah, the Seal Nation supports each other. Yes, Telodia plays. Absolutely, Film Goblin. Yeah, yeah, the real Batman. Patterson was the fake Batman. Yeah, we should have played Terry McGinnis. We've all said this. We all say the same thing. It's a silly casting, an unnecessary movie, and you know, it's hi there, Jesse Allen. So we're just wrapping up now. It's just over 2 hours. So thank you everyone for that, and 400 subs. That's absolutely amazing. We'll be back tomorrow, midnight. For the crossover stream. We'll hear everyone else's opinion, have a good laugh in the chill out lounge, as we call it. Have some good fun and talk more about all what's been going on. And what you got coming up, Zod Writer, on your channel?
Yeah, I got late night Q&A coming up this week with Neo Sevens.
Oh yeah, Marcus. Yeah.
I was supposed to have him on last week, but I didn't work out. I wasn't. I had some other things going on, and I was kind of under the weather, so we didn't do the stream last week. But we're going to definitely do it this Thursday. And of course, you know, I'll be teaming up with you as always. So that's definitely coming. And who knows, I might do another live from the couch this week or so. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, keep me updated. You know,
great show.
Yeah. I'll be around for that.
But I'll definitely see you tomorrow.
Oh, brilliant. It'd be great to see you tomorrow. Dark Knight 4 and The Real Batman. Yeah, Christian Bale, one more Christian Bale film wouldn't go amiss. You know, it'd be... Because it did end on... it's not quite finished yet. Socks, thank you very much. Right, I'm gonna call it a day there. Thank you so much to everyone in the chat. Absolutely means the world to me. And we're back tomorrow with some guests and a couple of new guests. So watch out for that. And yeah, make sure you get on Twitter and keep hashtagging Release the Eye Cut. It's not over yet. Let's try and get it to, you know, as much as we can. And we all know it's coming. And it's been great to see all these clips and stuff. It's absolutely amazing. The fandom is buzzing, and I'm loving the positivity.
Yes.
Right. Massive respect to everyone. The motherfucking Batman and Zod Writer. And that's it.
Catch you later.
Catch you later. Batman out.